Hi everyone, I am Jack from Reading with Jack, and today I thought I'd start a new tag for you lot, and it is the Reading Slump tag. This tag is basically a tag where you talk about reading slumps and give good advice to other booktubers how you can actually break a reading slump, because I'm sure a lot of people would find that very helpful, and certainly at the moment I would. I will tag some people in particular in the description below, but for right now I'm tagging everyone, so if you want to do this tag, please go ahead with it, and obviously please do a video response to this video so people will be able to see all the different videos and watch them all, get some good advice, and hopefully it'll help other booktubers to actually break their reading slumps. I'm not going to say I fully created this myself because I have actually seen some other booktubers talking about reading slumps, but I thought to actually create a specific tag where the video responses would be a good idea. So the first question is, are you currently in a reading slump? And yes, I am. Oh dear, I know, you're probably thinking, is that why there's not as many book reviews this month? And yes, that is correct. I haven't read many books this month because of a reading slump, and it's a weird reading slump, it really, really is. I actually want to read, yet when I read I cannot picture anything, I cannot actually take in the information, and obviously that kind of defeats the point of reading. It's not actually fun if you don't even understand or visualize what's going on in your mind. So I've kind of been taking a little break. I'm kind of getting out of it right now, but I'm still struggling. I really do need help and advice, to be honest, because this month has been a very, very poor reading month, and I'm sure, you've all been in reading slumps at some time and you know what it's like. It's really not nice. I hate this reading slump. So, this tag will definitely, hopefully, give me some advice. And obviously advice to other people in reading slumps as well. Then we have, when are you usually in reading slumps and how long do these normally last? Normally I'm actually in reading slumps at a similar time of year, which is usually the September kind of time. It depends how long it is, it really depends. Sometimes it can be a few months, sometimes just a few weeks. But usually when I'm starting back at school each year, I seem to really be motivated to study and stuff at school, yet I'm not motivated to read, or I'm somehow in a reading slump. I have no idea why, because if I'm motivated to study, surely I should be motivated to read as well. I'd actually rather read than study and do homework and stuff, but for some reason that's not happening right now. I think last year it happened from September to December. That's not going to happen again this year. I'm not going to let the reading slump get the better of me. Obviously the next question now is the one that is the point of this tag. What are your top tips for breaking a reading slump? I'm really not going to be helpful in this case, if I'm honest, because I'm currently in a reading slump myself and nothing seems to be working, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. I'm going to try and generalise and see how that goes. I'm going to first say, don't be scared to actually take a break from reading. Sometimes it is your body telling you, you've read so much recently, you just need a break from everything to really absorb everything, and just take a break from all those words and books for a little while. But you have to be careful if you're going to take a break, because sometimes this is what happens and leads to reading slumps, because I think for me that is the case. I did actually take a little break from reading right after my holiday in August, and maybe this is the reason why every year I seem to have a reading slump at this kind of time, because I generally do a similar kind of thing. Obviously next year I will try and not do that. I'm going to try and keep reading throughout August, because otherwise I'll have this awful reading slump again, which I hate. And I think if you're going to read, maybe try and read short books, very easy books, light reads that are really easy to absorb, because you don't want anything heavy, because sometimes that would bring the reading slump to be worse, and you don't want that. You just want to try and get out of it, but gradually and gently. Maybe gradually start, upping the length of your books, or upping the sort of skill level, reading level of the books, what you're reading, or anything like that. Try to be gradual as you're getting back into reading and trying to break a reading slump, because if you start to go in with something that's really heavy going and like a monster long beast length book, it's not going to work. You're not going to crack a reading slump, in my opinion. Some people might, but for me, a long book would really put me off and really get the reading slump to be worse. The next tip I have is basically related to being motivated and inspired to read, and basically one big advice is, because obviously we've all discovered BookTuber and we're all here, actually use the book community as a huge advantage and watch loads of book videos, because for me it gets me very inspired to read. I find out about so many new books, but generally just watching bookish videos and getting that bookish vibe really gets me inspired to read. And sometimes it's very common that after watching quite a few booktubing videos, I will go and read for an hour or two, because I'm just so inspired to read and get into some words. Really, booktubing does inspire me, and watching other booktubing videos really does inspire me to read, and it has got me reading a lot more since starting anyway. So I think, watching some more booktube videos will help you. So I just added a final question in of, is there anything else you have to say about reading slumps, simply because I thought some people might want to expand on any of the points that they've already mentioned, and I don't have anything else to say apart from I hope this video was helpful. I hope it actually helped some people, give some advice. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I will tag specific people in the description, and to be honest, I'll probably just tag the people that generally do tags and enjoy doing tags, and the ones that I think would be really helpful with this. But you know, if you want to do it, please go ahead. I want to hear what you say. But really, that is everything I have to do today. I'm sorry if the camera was a little bit wobbly. It won't be in future, but I have actually been filming on my bed next to my bookcase. It's actually really comfy sat here. You know, it's probably a little shaky, and I hope I haven't made anyone dizzy. But I promise in my next video I'll put it on something a little bit more stable. Do you prefer it like this, or do you prefer it over where I normally sit, or I used to sit for quite a while? But anyway, please let me know below what you thought of this tag and anything else. Please go ahead. If you don't want to do a video response, you can just post your tips below in the comments. That is equally as useful. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, share and subscribe, and I'll see you all again later.